Hello! In this video, we are going to be studying the pronunciation of vowel sounds in English. We're going to focus especially on those that are particularly challenging for Spanish speakers who are learning English. We are going to do that while we read a synopsis of a play script, a piece of theater. So because of that, I have this initial activity for you. Match the following genres, these types of pieces of theater, with their definitions. Pause my video, read the word and the definitions, match them, and I'll see you in a moment. All right, I hope that you did complete the activity, and here I have the answers for you. Drama, that is the most general term, is a fictional representation through dialogue and performance. That's the general representation of theater, of life in theater. Comedy, you know that, brings humor and induces laughter, makes you laugh. Tragedy describes sorrowful and terrible events. Sorrowful makes you sorry, makes you sad. Melodrama, what is that? It includes exaggerated characters and exciting events intended to appeal to the emotions. Oh, I see that. Nice, melodrama. Exaggerated situations to make you feel happy or sad, etc. Tragic comedy, that's easy because it contains elements of both comedy and tragedy. Burlesque, it's an absurd or comically exaggerated imitation of something or a parody. That is burlesque. All right? Thank you very much for completing the activity. And now we are going to read the following synopsis of a play script. And the title is The Lion, the Mouse, and Everyone Else by Daniel Carr. Let's read it together. The title suggests that in society, sorry about that, society, there are three groups of people: the strong, the small, and those who are neither, nor want to be. So that's why we have the lion, the mouse, and everyone else. Good. In the middle of an economic crisis, a young worker returns to his family home for the weekend to get away from stress. All right? Everyday situation. In the middle of an economic crisis. What he finds is that very little has changed in his family. Normal life. His three sisters behave as always, giving him grief and laughter. So he's sad, he laughs, he's happy. All right. While his parents are grateful to have him home. Everyday life. Even for just a short time. Good. They play family games, argue. They have fun. They argue means that they have some heated discussions, let's say exchanges about some topics. Debate the values of humanity. All right, so they debate means that they present different opinions about the main values of humanity, of mankind, while hope and despair inevitably surrounds them. Hope and despair. Some people are hopeful, some people are desperate, because remember they're in the middle of some economic crisis. All right, so we are going to use that text as our basis for pronunciation, remember. But let's make sure that we understand these basic facts about the text. For example, what was the purpose of the young worker returning home? Why did he return home? Remember, to get away from stress. All right, good. What did they do as a family during the young man's visit? They played games, they argued, and they debated. Good. What type of theater would the play belong to? What genre? Everyday life. So, I think that would be just drama in general. It's a drama. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for completing the activity. And now we are going to focus on pronunciation. Remember that we read something and we are going to extract some words from there, and I will give you some additional examples as well so that you can understand the sounds that are particularly challenging to us. And we're going to focus on vowels. There are two types of vowels when we are pronouncing English: long vowels and short vowels. Let's start with long vowels. Long vowels are those words, are those vowels, those vowel sounds that are pronounced in the same way that the letter has a name in the alphabet. So they are pronounced as the name of the letter in the alphabet. Remember when we say A, B, C, D, E, so A, when that sound A is pronounced, that is a long vowel. E, for the letter E, I, when it's pronounced, when some word includes the sound I, then we have a long I sound. O, you can remember O-P, so O in the alphabet, O. And when we have S-T-U, when we have the sound U in English. So those sounds are called long vowels. Let's see examples of each. When we say changed, see, grateful, when we say play, when we say games, those are examples of the long vowel sound. That is easy for us, but you see that the spelling may be different. Sometimes it's just the letter A, and sometimes it's a diphthong like play. All right? We have another one. For the letter E, examples of E. Even, 3, you see the spelling, 3. B, neither, you see E-I can be pronounced E. So that is a different spelling, but the same sound. What is challenging about this for native speakers of Spanish? That we don't pronounce it long enough. We don't say even, but we have to say, we tend to say even. It's even, or 3, not 3. It's 3. B, neither. Don't say neither. It's neither. All right? The next sound is I, and we find that sound in title, crisis. When we say I, it is easy for us, but especially because we have a and I, but we may just forget because we don't see two different sounds there. We just see a letter I, and we may pronounce it differently, but it's title, crisis. Home, it is hard for many Spanish speakers to pronounce home because that O that we need to include there, O, home, we just say home or hope. No, it's hope, hope. Actually, it is a little lower than our O. It's not home, but home, home, hope. It's not hope, it's hope. So be careful when you pronounce that long O sound. And finally, we have the sound U. And that sound U, we can find it in argue, you, or we find it in the word humanity. That's why we have it there, humanity. Now, let's talk about the short vowels. These are a little bit more challenging because it's only one sound. It's one sound for the letter A, for example. When we have family in American English, it is a combination, it is a combination of the sound a and e, and it's eh. It's in between. Family. We may exaggerate it at the beginning until we feel more relaxed to say family, not family. No, it's family. All right. In British English, they open it a little bit more, and it's closer to Spanish. But what is challenging for us is the American a sound. So it's not the next word. It's not has. It's has. Has. Values, not values. No, values. Laughter. You see, AU there is pronounced eh. So that sound eh appears in combinations of letters as well. Laughter. And for you to remember, it's the main sound in cat. We don't say cat, it's cat. All right? The next one is easy for us, but I wanted to include it here because we need to go through the whole inventory, and it's stress them. Easy. Middle is not middle because it's E is the long sound, but longer is E like tree. No, this one is middle. so it is a little lower. Your tongue is positioned a little lower than that. Not three, not me, is me. Middle. Little, sit. It's not seat, that would be the noun. Seat, my seat. And sit. Seat, sit. Now, economic is not economic, is not the O, the short sound for the O is not O, is A, economic, economic. Or it's like the sound that we pronounce when we say dog. We don't say dog. In British English, they may say something like that, but in American English, it's dog. So depending on the language that you would like to imitate, British or American accent, you may have to pay attention to those sounds. So the good thing about the American accent is that it has some sounds that are different from ours, and in that way we always make an effort to sound a little different from the way we sound in Spanish. So if we just want to go with a British accent, that is fine for you. I don't speak English with a British accent. That's not my background. I studied in a university in the United States and I lived there for 8 years. So more of the American accent is in my English, but it is always up to you which accent you want to imitate. All right. And the last sound is this short sound of the letter U, which is It is relaxed with everything, every organ in our phonatory system relaxed, and we go just. We don't have to say just or just. No, we just don't make any effort to move anything in our mouth. As when we're breathing, just. That sound appears in many other words, and especially in short words or in words that have a syllable that is not stressed. So when we say available, it appears there, available. We're gonna see that all the time in English. We're gonna hear that all the time in English. The word of, for example, is not of or of, is of. It is that short sound for the U. Return, every time before the letter R, every time we have a sound before the letter R, or that vowel sound, it is as if it disappeared, and that's why we don't say return or return, we just say return. It kind of disappears, but the sound that results there is the sound, return. And sometimes we have some sounds that are closer to Spanish, like when we say who. It is not u, it's who, but it is less challenging for us to say who than some other sounds in English. All right? Be prepared to find some variations, especially of the sound O. It's not A or O, but sometimes before the letter R, we have short, that is a Spanish vowel. So that's good news for us. Short and for. And something similar to that appears when we say a word that has a final L, like small. We don't say small or something else. We say small, like practical. So it's closer to an O. All right? That is a general review of the vowel sounds in English, but you are always welcome to continue to explore this so that you can become more confident when pronouncing vowel sounds in English. Let's have a very short practice, easy practice for you. It's more about raising awareness about the pronunciation of sounds, vowel sounds in English. And what you are going to do is, for this activity, sort the following words and write them next to the word provided that has a similar vowel sound. So I have these words for you, and I have this chart. In this chart, we have some words that have a long vowel and some words that have a short vowel. So, for example, next to the word hate, you are going to find a word that has the same sound, A. All right? So, that is the activity. Please pause my video, complete the activity, write the word next to it, write it in your notebook, and then I'll show you the answers in a moment. Okay, go ahead, pause my video, complete the activity, please. All right, thank you very much for completing the activity. Here are the answers. What goes next to hate? break, feel, seat, bite, night. Good. Rose, goat, cute, Europe. All right. How about the short vowel sounds? Next to hat goes laugh. Hat, laugh. You see the spelling? It's crazy. Fell, weather, bit, ship, got, box, cut, such. Good. All right. Now I am going to pause my video so that you can listen to the pronunciation. And as usual, please remember you practice pronouncing after the native speaker. All right. Go ahead. I'm pausing my video. You listen and practice. Go ahead.
Hate, break, feel, seat, bite, night, rose, goat, cute, Europe, hat, laugh, fell, weather, bit, ship, got, box, cut, such.
All right, thank you very much for taking the time to complete this activity, and I want you to please continue to think about the pronunciation of vowel sounds in English so that you can speak better and better every day, especially with more clarity that leads not to confusion. All right, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.